All right, first and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son, the Hamashiach, um, who some know as Yahushua, Yehoshua, Yeshua, but we mostly know as Jesus Christ. Want to just briefly chop it up with y'all about some of these outages and some of these electronics going down. I got a couple of clips, especially this one. I was about to do this video on just prophecy in the church. You know, I was gonna give Israel a little break. No, I've been going hard on this, but I was gonna deal with the church and some of the foolishness going on in the church, and then I came across this woman giving this prophecy yesterday. I clipped it, and you know, I was like, man, I'm gonna make her stand on that. She said 7 months. I'm gonna make her stand on that. We gonna come back and see in 7 months. But some told me don't do it yesterday. I had did so much, so many videos yesterday, kind of like back to back to back on the epistles. So I held off on it. And you know, and two, something made me tell her, you know, it's so kind of, it's not, it's like it can possibly happen. You know, it's not, it's vague. It's not direct. Like it's not this A, B, C, D gonna happen and boom. It's kind of a little vague. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of, it's a little gray. It's a little gray area in it, but it's one of those things where, you know, yeah, man, this stuff could happen. You know, we're in that time and we've seen these movies and all of this stuff. So let me just let it roll. Let me see what you, I'm gonna let y'all see what she said.
This, and then we'll go to Apostle Ryan. What has the Lord shown you concerning this? I know you've got word on this.
Concerning this, and see, I don't have the other piece. All I, you know, it was just this. They just wanted to get that woman's prophecy, the church that she's at. So they just clipped this prophecy of her. So I don't know if she's talking about another event, but let me let it roll. But that's something to hold on to on this. What was the this? And I think it was a story concerning what she's saying, and maybe she's saying that these things would have happened, that she did prophesy right. But either way, you know, even if it's some prophecy that's going to continue to, that's supposed to happen later, because that's initially how I viewed it.
I actually wrote it down, Apostle, if you don't mind. The Lord said, beware of the attack coming under the ground. There shall be the greatest security breach we have ever seen in America, something that the government is not prepared for. It will affect banking systems, the stock markets, put a shield, and I pray that we put a shield of protection around every being in this room. Yes. It will affect hospital information. It will affect surgeries to where they're in there and somehow they're going to hack the systems where the doctors will no longer be able to see patient information. He said that it will affect flights. The towers will no longer be able to communicate with the air. You will suddenly see thousands of planes grounded all of a sudden. You will see it in the news. You will hear about a major security breach that will affect, and we don't have the fighting ability. America is not ready for this attack. And the Lord said, Russia is mad at America.
Oh, yeah.
And the Lord said they have connected with another country. And they are going to use AI intelligence to shut down America.
Hey, you know, and I'm not mocking. It's just some of this stuff we kind of familiar with, you know, and you know, that's why I'm saying it's a little grayish, because some of this stuff is already happening.
And he said, you think that we've seen 2020 was a walk in the park in comparison to what will hit this nation over the next 7 months.
And that's why I said, hey, man, you know, I'm going to see if she's going to stand on that. 7 months from now, we should be in it. We should be in it.
To ABC News.
And this ends up happening today. Earlier this morning, my got like a family chat. And one of my cousins was saying that that their bank card and stuff is not working. And prior to this, a few days ago, maybe last week, but I went to CVS and their system was down. I don't know if this has anything to do with what's going on today, but the whole system was down. You starting to see systems going down for some reason or another. Matter of fact, not just them, but a couple weeks ago, Dodge had a situation where they couldn't accept cash because their system was down. Dodge was having all kinds of issues because they couldn't accept any cash. They were only taking cash. I'm sorry, they were only taking cash. Like all the credit card system and all that stuff was down. I think that's I think that's what's going on. But Dodge, their computers went down also a few weeks. Then, matter of fact, y'all remember that was that T-Mobile? T-Mobile system went down and everybody was going crazy for a second. If y'all got any other ones that went down, put them in the comments.
I'm Catherine Robinson.
And I'm Joe O'Brien. Our special coverage continues on ABC TV.
We're continuing our rolling coverage of this major tech outage that's been affecting companies, not just here in Australia, but around the world. If you're just joining us, let's bring you up to date on what we know so far. Computer security company CrowdStrike has been linked to the outage that is affecting banks, airports, supermarkets and businesses across Australia and the world. The outage is also affecting many media outlets, including here at the ABC.
Fair use. I don't know if it's going to say this video, but fair use. We still going to put it out, regardless.
Flights have been grounded at airports in the United States as well as Europe.
And not just some flights. In the US, we're hearing that several major companies have been totally grounded. The full impacts of the outage is still being realised.
And, I ain't going to play much more of this. They kind of going to just go into some of the things that are out. I'm sure at this point, y'all know what's going on. Y'all have seen it on the news. It didn't really hit America as hard as I think it hit overseas in Australia and some of these other European countries. But this is like that movie that leave America. What was that movie, man? Leave the World Behind. All right, that Leave the World Behind. Some of that stuff. Man, they been itching this little stuff out here, man. And I ain't saying the sister is a prophet. I ain't saying she ain't a prophet. All right? I ain't saying that. And then y'all tell me what y'all think about that sister, that prophetess. Let me get this camera, man. This prophetess, Celestial. Master prophetess Celestial. That's been going viral because she got a couple of prophecies right. But the sister does say stuff like the dinosaurs coming back, so forth. Y'all hit the comments, let me know what y'all think about that. What y'all think about her. Maybe we do some footage on her. And see if she has anything on this outages or something like that, or whatever the case may be. But I find it interesting. It makes you go, that that these things are happening. You know how the movies are, man. And Israel is almost we some conspiracy theorists, man. So we feed right into that, but that does make my antennas go up. Why all of a sudden we having these little breaches like this? within all of these little companies, just little, and it seems like they just getting us to get to the point where, it's nothing, because we see it. It's almost like they doing some, just testing to see, the panic level, to see how the population is gonna react, and maybe these things get bigger and bigger and bigger. Not a prophet, just speculate. All right, but with that, man, I'm gonna end, man. Pray this thing was edifying, man. Y'all hit the comments, tell me what you think about these outages going out. We'll see you on the next one. Shalom.